Thank you, Angela. Well, 2020 has brought hardships for many, but when it comes to telemedicine, the progress is something to highlight. Patients at Sanford Health can now be seen for a wide variety of health issues. In tonight's Health Beat, Kelly and Sophie Heineman hears from an Aberdeen couple who say the technology has impacted them in a big way.
Since the start of 2020, Aberdeen natives Jenna and Alex Buckelhide have been hoping to grow their family. Their journey has come with its challenges, beginning with infertility.
IVF and infertility treatments in general it's a tough road.
A road that got even tougher when the pandemic hit.
We actually got shut down because of the pandemic, and we had to take a few months off of our infertility journey. And then because of everything, we were able to start seeing Dr. Von Wald via virtual visits.
With the progression of telemedicine since the start of the pandemic, Dr. Tiffany Von Wald says virtual visits have expanded to include appointments for a wide variety of health issues.
I believe 74 different specialties at Sanford now are using virtual visits, and I suspect if you talk to all of those providers and patients, you'll hear probably mostly positive feedback.
Although telemedicine was around before the pandemic, the process has been made even easier for patients over the last year.
We were doing some similar visits via telemed prior to the pandemic, but that required patients going into a Sanford facility and then essentially talking over a computer in a physician's office building or exam room.
With the changes, Jenna and Alex are able to do most appointments from the comfort of their own home, only having to travel to Sioux Falls for major procedures.
Even without the pandemic, knowing how involved IVF is and how much interaction you have to have with your doctor and how many tests are involved, I think we would choose this option and still do the data collecting in Aberdeen.
And while they may be far from their providers, they say the connection isn't lost along the way.
She's got to meet our dog. Our dog's been able to partake in some of the virtual appointments too, and that's one thing Dr. Von Wald has told us is that she's gets to meet everybody's pets through the appointment. So that's one advantage that you don't get to do normally.
With Health Beat, I'm Sophie Heineman.
If you are interested in using telemedicine, you should call your provider.